about now? Can you hear me now? I pulled out the other microphone. I wonder if that microphone didn't charge up last night. I think I might be on now. Ah, good. Thank you, Suzanne. I did not know that you couldn't hear me. So this thing comes with two mics, thank goodness.
Listener 207 says yes.
Okay, cool. It comes with two mics. I'm going to go slow on this. I'm going to slow down now. Wow, I didn't know you couldn't hear me. Thank you for pointing that out. It's like that other microphone was dead. Try to put this on my shirt while I'm driving. A little tricky, a little tricky. There we go. Okay, I just dropped the mic. I just dropped the mic. I don't know where you went. All right, I'm gonna have. Oh, I can feel it. Here inside my shirt. There you are. All right, hang on, guys. You just slid down my shirt. I knew I should have stopped. All right, I'm gonna have to pull over. Just make sure I got everything else going on. Now I probably sounds a little muffled. You like fell down my shirt. All I need is a red light, but we don't have any red lights along here. That's the way that. Oh, God. These things are so slippery. All right. That's the way
Listener 207 says you're having quite the technical difficulties this morning.
Yeah, I am, but these microphones. Okay. All right. That's it. You're there. Now you're in the right spot, I think. Let's just go with that. These microphones are so small and they're slippery and like. Anyway, I got you in the right spot now. The first one, I don't think it charged up last night. It's very weird. Oh, there goes that truck. So you didn't hear my whole thing. Well, that's probably good because I was just complaining about that car. We were following a car. When I pulled out, oh, you didn't hear any of it. You haven't heard anything. So let me start. Here we go. It's Monday, the 23rd of and it's 55 degrees here in Hampstead. We have one trip to make today with 3 deliveries, and it did just start raining, like maybe 10 minutes before the trip. But it's not going to rain all day. It's just raining this morning. I keep trying to adjust this thing. I should just let it go. Let it go, Craig. Let it go. But yeah, so we start.
1973 says, good morning, everyone.
Hey, Toyo, how are you doing? Good morning. Monday morning. Monday morning. We got a little rain here this morning, but then it's going to clear up. This rain, I think, must be bringing in a little cooler weather. We we made it to, I think we were in the low 80s yesterday by the afternoon. It was pretty nice. I don't think we're going to get that warm today. I heard something on the radio this morning. I probably said this when it wasn't working. About something happened up in New York. They didn't say a lot about it, but it sounded like a plane ran into a
Listener
fire
207
engine.
says we are going to have rain all day with a high 37 yeehaw.
Ooh, a high of 37. I don't like that part. At least it's rain though, not snow. You had rain yesterday, didn't you? I saw somebody up there live streaming it. I think I was an OG. I think I was on OG Sean's. I watched him for a couple minutes and it looked like it was raining. We had pretty nice weather yesterday.
Listener 207 says yeah, all day.
We need some sun. We had sun yesterday though, I can't complain. I even got my car washed because I didn't think it was going to rain again. And here we are. But I think I heard that last night an airplane that was taxiing in the airport. I don't know if it was taxiing out or in, but it was a passenger plane. It ran into a fire engine. And a couple people, it said a couple people were killed. I don't know if they were the people in the fire engine or people on the plane. I didn't see any pictures. I just heard them talking about it. But I think it happened last night. Somewhere in New York. Did I say that? I don't remember if I said that or not. And when we first started out earlier, when my microphone was not working, you know, I think maybe God set me up with a microphone that wasn't working because I wasn't complaining too much. But when we first pulled out of the bakery and we were going down that highway, the person in front of me was going about 30 miles an hour and hitting the brake every couple seconds. I think they were freaking out because of the rain. It wasn't raining that hard, but they were clearly uncomfortable driving in the rain. So I had to pass them at the circle. Let's go down the business way. We're going to go down the business route today. Something different.
At Susaner 207 says it was at LaGuardia, and 2 people were killed.
Okay, LaGuardia. But have they said, were the 2 people on the fire engine? Or were they on the plane? I would assume they would be on the fire engine. Because if you put a fire engine up against a plane, I think the plane's going to have less damage than the fire engine. I would think. I don't know. That would be a very strange feeling if you were on that airplane too, right?
Susaner 207 says pilot and co-pilot, it was Air Canada.
Oh, the pilots were the one. Wow. Huh. Well, maybe it wasn't. Seems like when you're in a plane, you're much higher up than the fire equipment. Maybe it wasn't a huge plane.
Susaner 207 says maybe smoke inhalation.
Oh, that's true. Did they say whether the plane was getting ready to take off or whether it had just landed? Because I would think if it was getting ready to take off, that it would have been all fueled up. That would have been dangerous. We just passed McDonald's. That reminds me, when I was watching O.J. Sean driving around in Boston, he stopped at a McDonald's. It still had sort of one of those old signs had been served. The sign just said billions and billions served. But I actually remember when that number used to be going up Like, I can't remember that. I don't know that they ever had like an actual number, but they would say, you know, million X millions maybe. I think they did used to keep count, not an exact number, but pretty close, of how many people had been served and update the signs periodically. I think that was a thing. I think it was. I hadn't thought about that until I saw the sign. It looked like an old time sign. We're going. You're going to see red. Maybe not. Did you see it? I might have seen it. I don't know if you guys did. I think you did.
Prisoner 207 says they were arriving.
They were okay. They were arriving. So they weren't full of fuel.
Prisoner 207 says I remember numbers. Activionet says yes, it was a thing. I remember that too.
I guess eventually they just had to stop counting. Unless maybe, well, right now it says billions and billions. So maybe in another few years it'll say trillions and trillions. Yeah, there's one McDonald's where he was picking up an order. It was like the Golden Arches, but they were like as tall as the building, and they went from the ground, from the ground up. I mean, it looked like it looked like arches, really. $4.09 at Exxon. Why is Exxon's gas more expensive than everybody else's? Anybody wonder what the case is there? Why is that? Like, it's a pattern. Significantly more. Still making progress. Raising Cane. They're raising Cane.
Susaner 207 says or it'll say sorry we lost count.
Yeah.
At Susaner 207 says maybe we're still paying for the Valdez spill.
Could be. Speaking of oil spills, Dawn dish detergent is the best. That's all I have to say. It's the best. Why am I following all the really, really slow people this morning? something going on. Maybe I have a sign in front of the van that says slow down. Car dealerships seem to have less cars on the lot. A lot less cars on the lot. A lot less cars on the lot. Few people at the gym, not a lot. Oh, yeah, there's a decent amount. Stop that. Maybe the rain's going to stop. That would be good. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. We're going in. We're going in. There he comes. Good morning. Thank you. Hey, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I didn't get your knock.
Huh?
I didn't get your knock.
Oh, you did?
Maybe the water.
Yeah, probably. That's probably right. Powerball 133 million. It's just your lottery update. Let's put that over there. It's still raining. Keep the tray up there on the underneath. Trying to keep them dry. Thank you. Noisy in here. See. Yes, it's a little rainy. A little rainy. One down. Let's head to the girls. Amigos. My leg back there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, seatbelt, seatbelt. What is it? Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be down. We're getting a double whammy too. It's a rainy day and it's Monday. I wonder, so today's Monday, I wonder if he finished up or yesterday. I took a video clip when I went through the car wash yesterday. I didn't look at it yesterday. What did I do yesterday? Oh, I sat outside for a while. That felt good. I did sit in the sun for a while yesterday. I wasn't super productive yesterday, though. Today I'm going to be super productive. I really am. I mean, yesterday I worked almost 8 hours. Dunkin'. I think I said this one. I think I asked this once before. Has Dunkin' Donuts officially dropped the donuts part of their name? That sign clearly just said Dunkin'. It doesn't say Dunkin' Donuts anymore. So I guess they're trying to separate themselves from donuts. Fine by me. Less competition on the streets. We'll let that. I wonder what their top selling item is. Like, you think Dunkin' Donuts sells more coffee than they do donuts? They probably make more money on coffee. Drinks are always a big revenue producer in the restaurant business. Not that I've ever been in it. Well, aside from being a fast food employee. All right, here we are, the Gourmet Girls. Your car? I don't know that car. This white car to the left, I don't know. I haven't seen that one before. All right, let's go see if she's there. Or if let us see if the door's open first. I know she's there. Not open. Okay, let's give her a call. Where am I? I am the Gourmet Girls.
Listener 207 says, yeah, they changed it back in 2019 because they were more beverage led.
2019. They changed it in 2019? All right, we'll pretend like I didn't just ask if that just happened then. I am on the cutting edge of these kinds of things. Here we go. Gourmet Girls. 2019, really? Wow. Maybe they're just getting around to changing the signs. Hey, I'm here. Oh, okay, thanks. It wasn't a second ago. All right. 2019. Oh, yeah, it is. Wide open now. Good morning. Looked like they were talking. I didn't want to interrupt them, you know what I'm saying? All right, what have I done here? Oh. Somebody knows Spanish. All right. Everything is in its rightful spot. All right, see ya. Have a good day. Door. Okay. All right, 2 down. To go. Boom. All right, here we go. Here we go. Wipers on. Headed to water day. Check something real quick. Hold on, everybody. I think this is when the heaviest rain. When I look at the weather this morning, it looked like by around 6 or 7. Like this is going to be the one period of time during the day when it rains. Now it is raining pretty heavy. Pretty decent rain. So funny thing in the bakery, Jennifer had to put a little sign. They made all, we've got all these cookies that look like little peeps, like the little bunnies. And they do look very real. I mean, she's got the colors down. They match the colors, the yellow, blue, red. I actually took some video of it. I'll probably put like a little Easter thing together with bakery stuff. But she put a sign by the basket that has those cookies because people were bending them. So everybody was breaking the ears of the bunny. They come in and they were looking at them, and when they pick them up, because they look like peeps, so they don't look like you really have to be gentle with them. And they were breaking the ears. So she had to put a sign that said, please be careful, because the ears break. Now, the one good thing about when they break the ears is that it becomes a damaged product, and unfortunately, we have to eat them. So, somebody's got to do it. It's part of the job is to take care of the damaged products. City bus picking up some passengers. In the rain. AJ, my dog, has been taking full advantage of the nicer weather. And I can almost tell, like I can read him pretty good. So he'll come in if I'm like on a treadmill on the computer, and I look over, I see him like look in the door of the room, and I can tell the next thing he's going to do is go outside, get the tennis ball, bring it in, and drop it next to me. And so I see his face, he looks in, and then he disappears. So now I've started like watching out the window, because I usually have the kitchen door open where he can kind of walk out. It's very predictable. I gotta get some footage of him playing with the tennis ball. Because he's pretty good at it. He grabs it on bounce. It's like I throw it, and then he runs after it, and as it just bounces once, and then he grabs it. I think it would be cool if I could get him to do the frisbee. I've tried that a couple of times, but I haven't really done it enough to get him, he's never really learned how to do that. Honk! thank you all for riding along this yucky day. Just sort of hanging out in the rainy weather. Beautiful out there. I hope it lets up a little bit when we get to water day. Just a little. The good thing with water day, though, is they have that plastic cover over the rack. So that's good for days like this. It's bad for windy days, but it's good for days like this. That rain. Listen, I don't know what that place is, but it's got like a big chicken sign in front. That means it's a restaurant? I gotta check that out there. No, I never noticed that. So I was just looking over while the car was turning. I'm like, what's that big chicken doing over there? Drops are getting bigger. Can you hear them hitting the window? I still haven't practiced with my gimbal yet. I'm getting really good at turning it on and setting it up. That's about as far as I get. Remember when I said I was reading that book? Indistractable. Well, I did read that book, and I thought a lot of the stuff that he said was good, but I still find myself getting distracted very easily. So I get home, and I turn it on, and I put the phone on it, like I'm gonna test it out, and then I end up doing some, like checking something out online or something. You know what I mean? Like I look at a YouTube thing. I gotta just sit do it. This guy ahead of us is going to pass that other car as soon as he possibly can. I feel it. Here we go. He can hardly wait. He can hardly wait. He can hardly wait. He's all excited. He'll be able to pass this car any second now. Which lane should I be in? Here we go. Here we go. Up, up, up. Nope, nope. He's coming over to this lane. Up. Gonna go over there. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. He's going kind of slow, I gotta admit. McDonald's over there. That must be the tiniest little McDonald's I've ever seen. It's got to be. They must have restrictions up here. Size of your sign. Because that sign over there is tiny. Oh, the rain is letting up a little bit. Good. It's time for my stop for today. Look at that. Look at that. This is really good. Yeah, I think there's a height. I think there's a height restriction on the signs. pretty good. I think the animals stop. I always think that though, but what am I doing? Turn the lights off. I always do that. People probably think I'm trying to signal them. When I go to turn the windshield wipers off, I always do the lights. Because that's the way it is in my car. All right. It's not like weird that I do that because it is what I'm familiar with in my car. The truck will come back over here. I knew that. I'm like the traffic whisperer. It's not raining now, but we're getting a lot of road mist. Like a ridiculous amount of road mist. Here we are, the highest light. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're still blinking. Steady, frequent blink. Look at that. Stopped raining. Beautiful. Sometimes good things happen, you know? Should we call? Counts 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. Hey, it's Donut Boy.
What was that?
It's Donut Boy. I'm out back. Oh, you got me.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right.
There for the door as soon as I said that. Good morning. She's like, donut boy, what the hell? This is pretty good. It was pouring down raining there for a while. And now it's nice. Here we go. We're going in. We're going in. They're all loaded up on the dog bones. That's good. Good morning. How are you doing? Thank you. Good. Good morning. Oh. Trays. All right, guys. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. It's kind of chilled out today, I've noticed. It is a quiet, calm Monday morning. Deliveries are done. Let's head back to the bakery. We don't need gas. So we got a clear shot. Waiting for that car to come out. I don't know what they're doing back there. Whatever it is, I don't need to be a part of it. That sky does not look like that to me. I just looked up at the camera for a second, and it looks like a beautiful blue sky. It doesn't look like that to me. The camera's making this look much more beautiful. Stay in there, Mr. Truck. we go. I mean, I can see that it's a little bit brighter up there. Like we would be getting kind of a sunrise right now, but I think it's cloudy, too cloudy. I started to look. I didn't make a decision yet, but I started to look around, like Washington. So, I forget what date it is. Not this coming Thursday, but the Thursday after that. I'll be down in Washington, and I'm going to do I'm going to film something down there. I'm not sure what yet, but I'll be down there for a couple hours. So I'm going to find something I can do. I haven't really driven into Washington, D.C. for a long time. I've been to Washington, D.C., but I usually take the subway. So I stop at a subway station north of the city, usually somewhere in Maryland. And then I just take the subway down to but I'm going to be driving around in Washington, D.C. Safe. It's safe down there. It's never been safer. Never been safer. Clouds are breaking up. I'm trying to stay close enough to this car so that now this is the way my brain works. I'm trying to stay closer to this car so that the road mist makes the windshield wet enough the windshield wipers don't make that horrendous noise. If I kind of pull back a little bit, get further away from that car, I don't get enough mist, but I still get some. See what happens when we slow down. I don't get enough mist. One day I'm going to put the camera back sort of behind me. Not sure how I'm going to mount it to do that, but see what it would look like from that perspective. It's almost like if you were sitting basically where a headrest would be. You know, it's about where you'd normally be sitting if you were in the car, instead of being right up on the windshield. Because I think for rainy drives, that would probably be better. Then the camera wouldn't be focusing on the raindrops. I don't know. Seems like it might work. do you think, Carter? What does that mean? Is that the guy that's driving the truck? Is his name Carter? I don't think so. Because he's on the mud flaps too. So what does Carter mean? Is that a division of Caterpillar?
People 333 says good morning, Chad and Craig.
Hey, New York gal. Good morning. We got our deliveries done. Fortunately, didn't rain too hard during the deliveries. It was raining pretty hard earlier. It's misty now, but I think it's mostly road stuff. Road mist. What's going on up in New York? Are you getting rain also? Probably are. I think it's stopping here. I think by 8 o'clock it was supposed to be completely done. Done for the day. Well, this is good because I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm done. I'm driving today. Going to Walmart. Get my shopping. I wait until Monday because that way I'm in there super early. Nobody else is there. The whole place to myself, except for their shoppers. Stay over there now. Stay over there. The people that like push around those carts with like 9 or 10 containers on them. They're loading up customer orders. Those people, they own the aisles. Don't mess with them. If you're ever in Walmart, you're walking around. I don't know if they're there all day, but early in the morning, they've got the carts and they've got whatever it is. I'm saying 9 because I think it's like 3 rows of 3, like plastic bins, and they're just loading them up, and they all have a name on them or some kind of sticker. So I know what they're doing. They're like shopping for 9 people at the same time, and they're going up and down the aisles doing their thing. But yeah, you don't want to get in their way because they just go. It's almost like, have you ever been in BJ's? I don't know if they have them in the other warehouse stores as well. But BJ's has this little guy that goes around. I don't know what he's doing, if he's doing inventory, but it's maybe 5 feet, maybe 5 feet tall, and it makes little beepy noises and stuff. It doesn't talk, but it does little beepy noises, and it walks around, and I don't believe it interacts with customers. It kind of stays out of your way for the most part. I don't really understand the purpose of it now that I'm thinking about it. Like, I think it might be inventory. I wonder if you can ask him. Now I'm going to go down that rabbit hole. But what is the purpose of that thing? You know what I'm talking about? At BJ's. Probably says it. Probably a sign on it that says what it's doing. But it's there a lot. And I saw them in Walmart the other day. I think they were trying to train. This is probably another early morning thing, but early morning in Walmart, they've got a guy that like rides around on a thing. Maybe it's the size of a riding lawnmower, maybe a little bigger. He kind of sits up on this thing, and it's cleaning the floor. It's one of those things that kind of like got little brushes under it or something. I don't know what it's doing, but it's cleaning the floor. It leaves like a little wet trail behind it where it has cleaned the floor. But the other day, I saw they're training an automated version of that. So there was a guy walking around behind a unit that looks kind of like, I think it was a little bit smaller because nobody has to sit on it. And they were trying to get it to maneuver between, like the area I saw them in was the produce area, which is probably one of the more complicated areas to maneuver because it's not like just straight aisles. Now you got like you got the display with the apples and oranges and stuff. They were trying to get it to move around that. It wasn't doing very well when I saw it. Of course, the Walmart employees were like, yeah, look at this stupid thing. But even the one that was supposed to be trained. Why would you? Why would you train the thing that's going to take over your job? No one is ever terribly motivated to do that. I once worked with a company that had acquired another company. And so my job was to go up to the acquired company's office and learn some of the procedures that they had in place to handle some of their clients. And needless to say, I was not received with the greatest enthusiasm, put it that way. So I can relate to these AI bots just trying to learn a job. All right, here we go. Nobody's behind me. What do you think? There is a car a little ways back, so we can't go too slow today. We can't go too slow. All right, we still have decorations. We definitely do. We definitely do. We definitely do. All right, I don't see any change from yesterday, actually. So if you want a slower version of that, you can look at yesterday's